Welcome everyone back to Monsters Den. I haven't done one of these in a while. Today we're talking about Kämpfer. I am Hazar, and with me today is Roderick, the narrator.
Ahoy, everyone! And also, happy Pride Month!
Woohoo!
Hey.
What a way to talk about Pride Month. Then
we're going to be talking about Kämpfer.
That is very lesbian packed, I'd say.
It's more than very gay.
More than you think. So, I wanted to watch this anime. Just because if you ever looked at Ranma and you saw like recommendations beside it, it would always say, "Hey, watch Kämpfer." And then as I did a bit of digging, I saw that it did have the gender swap trope, and I'm like, you know what? Let me give it a shot. This one's kind of old. I've kind of missed out on it. Let's see what its take on it is. And the way I ended up watching this was watching one episode a day per workout as a way to cool off, and which had a certain vibe to it. So I'm gonna put that as a pin, as a way, as my my judgments were made through that lens. So narrator, what about you? What got you interested?
You told me to watch it.
I mean, that's a pretty good excuse to do it. If Hazar tells you, I mean, do you really have a choice?
To be fair, that tends to be how I watch most stuff recently. It's like someone's like, "Hey, I'm watching this." I'm like, "Oh, sweet, I'm not watching anything. I'm gonna watch that too."
I mean, in reality, the way it is, it's not because I recommended you something. It's because you got recommended something. That's really what it's about, dude. You power through anything that anyone recommends you.
I like understanding the things that other people watch and or read.
I'm kind of jealous.
Because it gives me something to talk about.
That's fair. I mean, it's why anime is such a good medium for that, because it's not like a game where you have to be so active about it. Like watching an anime is so passive. So there's not that much effort on your part, I guess I should say.
Exactly. I was kind of thinking about something similar with watching a bunch of people playing games where I'm like, God, I could never sit down and just like power through a video game. Like I don't have that ability.
Do you ever have that moment in a game when you're about 75% done and then it becomes really easy to power through?
I want to say that's basically metaphor.
Okay.
But the problem with metaphor is that I stopped for 2 years and then went back.
That's fair.
But the best part is the closer I got to the end was the easier the grind.
Mm-hmm.
But then you get to the final boss and I'm like, nah.
Yeah, there's sometimes a stopping point with that. But to not stop Kämpfer. This anime, let me just say right now, I didn't have very high expectations for this anime when I went in, and I didn't really know what to expect altogether. Surprisingly, the thing that really got me going with this anime were the voice actresses to female Natsuno and Sakura, because they were just they hit the right amount of campiness that I wanted. Do you know those? What do you call those? Like fan dubs? Not fan dubs.
Yeah.
A bridge. They both sound like a bridge actresses, and that kind of brought me back. And it really helped with me not taking the show too seriously.
Honestly, one of the biggest benefits that I saw was the fact that it was like 14 episodes long.
It wasn't very long, and for the audience, we neither of us watched the specials or the whatevers. I'm gonna pass on those, but
the Phil de Libes,
they really,
which I did watch.
Oh, did you?
It's only 2 episodes.
Were they good?
One of them was the plushies become the girls for a day.
Well, that was the last episode.
Oh, well, yeah, and those were the specials.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you did watch them.
Okay, yeah. But there's like a sequel special, like some kind of OVA. I didn't watch those.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah,
trying
you
to say.
did. Those were those.
Oh, okay. All right, never mind. I watched those.
You completed the whole series. Congratulations, pachi 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 pachi.
I don't know how I feel about that.
It's 14 episodes instead of 12.
That's fair. All right. Do you have anything you wanna say on first impressions? Because after that, I'm just gonna let the mic loose and say the very first thing that comes to my mind.
Honestly, when it comes to voice acting, I always look for people who are able to play the character. And I've talked to Kuro about the a bit. Recently, I've been just getting a lot of like recommendations for shows and especially dubbed shows that have like this very stilted performances when it comes to like these actors and actresses that go
Mm.
behind the mic now, and it's like for some reason it just doesn't hit anymore. Like these shows don't feel real. Most of the time, whenever I see like clips of these dubs and the characters are talking, it sounds like that the voice actors are like making a YouTube video. It never feels right. And oddly enough, Kämpfer being produced in 2011, uh,
Oh nine, yeah, somewhere
it
around that
it
ballpark.
it had that level of voice acting where it's so campy, but I love the fact that they bring emotion into these characters where I'm like, it's like a breath of fresh air.
You can feel them trying to fill the role of the character,
Exactly.
even though some of them are not so good at it. But you know what? That's kind of what I like it. After I finished the show, I wanted to look more of what roles the female actresses to Natsudu did,
Mm,
because I wanted to hear just more of that campiness. Again, it just brought me back as someone who was raised in early 2000s dubbed anime. It was just a nice throwback.
exactly. Especially when it comes to like this campy comedy style show where it's like, yeah, I don't need them to take it too seriously. It's okay.
Exactly. Okay, so mic off. We can just, or not mic off, but just go loose now on talking about Camphor. You ready, man?
Yeah.
Okay, so I totally wanted to recommend you this anime because of Shizuku.
Shizuku's great.
Not gonna lie, that her kiss scenes, I'm like, damn, dude. Holy
Man,
crap.
freaking Natsuru gets 3 of them. Like, damn.
This kind of character, her boldness really works because nobody else does this. No one else is as bold as her. So the
Exactly.
contrast really, really helps.
It especially when it comes to like this harem style show, it really benefits to have a is actually proactive when it comes to getting the male lead.
Yeah, you're right. No other like harem animes, they tend to like beat around the bush.
Hmm.
And you know what? There are some other characters that are more active in trying to get the character, but they always fail in some way or form.
Yes, but she has succeeded on many occasions.
And for like the only thing Natsu is the reason she's not completely winning is because Natsu is a dense motherfucker focused on one girl.
The thing is, like the I forget which episode it is, and I'm gonna ruin like numbers here. So for all the diehard Kempfa fans out there, sorry,
They're ready.
all 5 of you. Um, the
They got their canes
date
ready.
episode, yeah, the date episode where they go to the aquarium. Um, and it's her and Natsudu and just walking around looking at all the fish and stuff. And Natsuru's entire idea is like, well, what about the white Kempha? What about the enemy? What are we going to do to protect ourselves? And she's like, it's just a date. It's just a date. You can let your guard down. All we're doing is just going on a date. And the part that gets me, it's like, yeah, but Shizuku kind of pushed him into this mindset because everything before this was based off of the Kämpfer, the fight, and then trying to get the enemy out in the open whilst also trying to conceal themselves the whole time. So I'm like, I can understand where Natsuru is coming from whilst being uh like questioning her
Hmm.
motives.
I
But
th-
even though Shizuku's like boldly honest with him, it's like I just wanted to go on a date with you. I
that's what I was
even made us
saying.
lunch.
I would have cut Natsudu slack, but like she has to be one of the most bluntest female characters in like harem anime.
Hmm.
It's one of those things where people like complain about like girls being like, "Oh man, I wish they were more blunt with me." And you get women like Shizuku literally telling the character main to their face, get straight to their face,
Hmm.
being like, "Hey man, I want to fuck you."
I don't know what that means.
I'm like, bro, are you serious?
Could you stop talking in riddles? Tell me what you want.
Oh, man, dude. But yeah, no, I know you love Shizuku because I know you would like her vibe a lot too. Because she has this kind of cool, confident, and somewhat smart demeanor.
Hmm.
So I absolutely knew she would be your type. And quite frankly, I think anyone would like Shizuku. As long as they I don't know, maybe they don't like bold women, but I don't know, it always helps when a female character is also competent.
Yes.
So honestly, great job for Shizuku. But we complained about it just a little bit like in chat before, but man, her transformation sucks ass, dude.
It's all she does is get highlights. I don't understand.
Like she turns into a VTuber character, and that's really it. It's such a common thing to see nowadays. Maybe it was more novel back in the day, but like everyone in the decade of 2020 has highlights now.
But the thing that's weird is like Natsuru gets the full transformation. That's
Mm-hmm.
fine. Uh, what
Akane
is
gets
it?
the opposite personality and an appearance difference.
Akane also gets like the uniform change plus the hair.
Yeah.
And then Mikoto gets a full uniform change and the hair changes as well. But it's like all Shizuku does is just get highlights. Like you could have gone a little bit further, a tad more creative.
Mikura Lamia, come on, cowards. No, you want to. Either way. Do you feel anything with Akane? I get I get her gimmick. I get what they were going at, and even I can't even say her execution was that bad. I just never clicked with Akane. I don't know what it was about her.
I liked Akane. I just don't like the back and forth passiveness when it comes to pursuing like the romantic character,
Mm-hmm.
where they're like, "Oh, what was it? It's like, oh, I like you, but not really." And it's like, okay, let's move on from that. Then it's like, no, but I actually do like you though. Oh, do you? No.
Yeah, Akane
Okay,
was a
okay.
lot more confusing in that regard.
Yeah. Especially with the whole personality shifting, where it's like, oh, you said you liked me, and then she she transforms and shoves a pistol in your face. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really quite buy her Kämpfer mode or whatever it was. It never really felt like her. Or I don't
It it
know.
w- it was supposed to be like a combination of the shy, timid character becoming the tsundere.
Yeah, I totally understood that idea. I just kind of wish they found a way to kind of weave the two identities together a little bit more.
Yeah.
It just sucks because I think Akane has a unique problem because she also has a personality switch. No other character really has it to that regard. Maybe
Yeah,
Mikoto, but
I was actually thinking like, does anyone have a personality switch when they transform?
Mikoto's a maybe. but we don't know. Like, oh my god, dude, Mikoto is the fucking Uyu of of the
Oh
Kämpfer, bro.
God.
She just doesn't matter, bro. I'm sorry.
I feel this thing that sucks the most is that like Mikoto gets a moment in every episode before she comes back to Japan, where it's like, hey, check me out. I'm in Africa on a safari trip. I'm over here in South America digging up fossils, and then she's comes back to the school and gets zero screen time.
She like
It's
gets
like,
like
are you
two
telling?
fights maybe in the background.
Yeah, she gets introduced as a Kempha, and then she transforms like three times later in like a span of 10 episodes.
She was so unnecessary, bro.
And she was the childhood friend. Why?
They
She was never
really
around.
they really stuck to that idea because it's like, bro, if we don't give her this trait, no, she's literally not gonna matter.
Exactly. Curry. Cool.
Let's make sure everyone is at Uyu's restaurant. Haha, that will make her relevant.
Uh,
And
I do feel bad for Makoto.
I don't feel anything towards Makoto at all. And that might be by the design of the show. I don't know.
Could be.
How do you feel about Natsuru as a whole? Or like really the
Uh,
whole trope, the whole gender stunning trope, and maybe comparing it to something like Ranma or however you really feel like spinning on this.
so the difficult part about talking about Natsuru is talking about Natsuru without getting involved with Sakura.
That's true.
Um, because the overall trope of him becoming a Kempha is pointless. It could have just been a woman. But they're like, well, what if we had the spin similar to Ranma, where it was a guy that turned into a girl? Okay. Well, how do we put that into the story? Only Kempha can be women. Why? Uh uh because the moderator said so, because God said so, because I'm the editor and I say so.
Essentially, yeah.
So
Fucking
the
Sakura
the
has Roblox admin privileges, and she did
exactly.
slash all women, no men.
So that's what I was kind of waiting for it to get to, where as Shizuku was going on about like Sakura and how Sakura's the one that gives everyone the eviscerated animals and how they're always like ties to them becoming Kempha. It kind of weirds me out the fact that there's like four Kempha that are ever brought up,
Yeah, I mean,
and then you get the
there's like
moderators Kempha.
I think there might be more moderators than there are Kampa.
Kempha, and it's like what are we doing here? And they're like, long ago, deep in the eternal depths of the heavens, there lived two planets, a red planet and a blue planet, and they were fighting until the moderator came along and made it Earth's problem. And it's like, there's only two fighters for each side, and they don't
Yeah,
fight. What's going on?
we definitely talked
I,
about this before, but like the action and the slice of life was not very well woven together.
this story has a really bad habit of getting in the way of itself. Where I'm like, oh yeah, this slice of life stuff is really neat, and they're like, yo, but what about the action though? And it's like, I don't care. Let's
Yeah,
go back to the beach. Let's go back to the pool.
I think the action could have been good if they focused on it, but they didn't. And the slice of
Hmm.
life was okay, but it was kind of getting dragged on because it didn't have a plot that the action was carrying.
Exactly.
So it was like one had one piece and the other one had the other, but they weren't woven into each other. So I don't know,
Hmm.
both kind of felt like they were missing. Like the heart was within the slice of life. You could tell that the show wanted to do more slice of life and that's where it cared about, but all the plot as I stated was in the action. That's where the idea came from.
Exactly.
They were
You
both
had
missing the
mentioned
piece. Mhm.
you had said the phrase One Piece, and I'm like, imagine trying to pull off One Piece in like the Toradora like style of writing. where it's like yeah, we're just gonna put all this action inside of this slice of life romance,
I
and
mean,
it's
this
like
happened
it
with
just
Naruto in
doesn't
the
fit.
filler.
Yeah, but that's filler.
I'm putting up a poor example for a reason.
It's like a wooden shield. But what about this?
Bro, not even a straw. It's not even a straw man. It's a bubble man. Shit fucking pops so easily. But
Elemental hero Bubble Man. See, we should just talk about Yu-Gi-Oh. Um,
we were talking about it before the podcast a little bit.
no, but when it comes to Natsuru, like the thing that only gets like that really just kept scratching me in the back of the head was the him going from the boy side to the girl side because Shizuku eventually is like, oh, you can stay as a girl in your Kämpfer form, just transfer over to the girl side, and it's like, but wouldn't the guys on the other side know that he's gone and kind of question what the hell's happening?
Yeah, this is the most like Danny Phantom and Danny Fenton thing I've ever fucking seen, bro.
Oh my God. I was kind of hoping that they would switch it up just a bit, or like they would introduce the male as like, hey, I'm Natsu Seno. And then it transfers over to the girl side, and then Sakura's like, oh my gosh, what's your name? I'm Natsuru Seno. Natsuru Seno. Oh, you must be the sister of Natsu Seno from the guy's side.
Yeah, that would have been
Sure.
good. Yeah, that would have worked.
And
Honestly, if
then
they said they
she's
were siblings, I think a lot of discourse would have been
ah,
sidestepped.
the fact that the whole jump was like, oh yeah, they're dating. And it's like, what? Why?
I mean, this is a
It's like,
harem
hey,
anime.
it's like, hey guys, guess what? Natsuru Seno is dating Natsuru Seno. What? Yeah, the boy one and the girl one. Huh?
None of them even crossed their minds, being like, you know what, their names are pretty similar, and they both have blue hair. Curious. Yeah, no, I was able to suspend my disbelief a lot because the whole premise of the show was pretty silly.
It's a comedy show.
So it wasn't too tough for me to suspend my disbelief because, again, the show from the get go was like, bro, this shit doesn't matter. Let me flash you guys with tits, and that was my expectation for how deeply the world building was going to be for the show in my eyes.
Yeah.
So
We gotta get to the NSFW part.
yeah, I didn't care much about the
Mm,
NSFW stuff, even though some of them were very well drawn. I gotta say,
agreed.
I
It's
was.
that
Hmm,
it's that early 2000s art style that I'm like, oh yeah, very clean. I like it.
it reminds me of the time where my parents were still together, but
Mine never were.
that's what happens when you're a pirate on high sea. You can never really be together with anyone.
Custody was shared in between oceans, not houses.
Ooh, that's rough. But something I was pretty impressed with Kämpfer is that we had a Rama podcast a while back, and I like to go into a bit of detail on the gender swapping tropes that it tried to do, at least Rama. I'm kind of surprised that Kämpfer had some really good ideas. I would even say even the foundation was better than Ranma when it comes to what it was, how it wanted to handle those tropes. So let's pretend that Sakura is not a moderator. This is one of my least favorite plot lines, but let's just say she isn't a moderator for now. One of the things I loved was how Natsuru and Sakura were kind of playing with the double identity trope and the gender swap trope all at once. Because
Yeah.
there were so many moments of tension of like, is Sakura gonna find out? Or oh crap, Natsuru's about to go into this form and that's gonna cause more tension with Sakura, or something's gonna happen, right? There are so many
Hmm.
of those moments where it tension in a story is so important, and seeing those scenes play out was really entertaining in its own right. They were probably some of my favorite scenes in Camper. And
No, I agree.
as much as I love Ranma never really had much tension with another person finding out that they were, Ranma was female Ranma and blah blah blah, right?
Mm,
That tension wasn't really there. Maybe with Shampoo, but that was only like an episode.
yeah.
With this one, I felt the Sakura and Natsuru dynamic was a lot more. It was given a lot of time, and that's why I think I really really liked it because it was
Mm.
Sakura. The dichotomy of Sakura hating the male version a lot, but falling deep knees in love with the female version was so good.
It To kind of piggyback off the Ranma comment, like especially in the 2020s, because if you've watched season two, everyone is used to Ranma being able to turn back and forth with water.
Yeah, you're right.
Like it's just a known thing now. In the 90s version, it was considered a secret amongst the same 20 people.
Mm-hmm.
So it didn't really feel like a secret at all. It just felt like the
You cutting off, mate?
are we back?
There we go.
Gosh dang it. Uh, at least Audacity kept going.
Technology. Sorry. So what
Hooray.
you were talking about? How Ranma poorly kept the image of it being a secret in the early 90s, and in the 2000s it was more they gave up on that and just made it more of an open thing that everyone knew.
Oh wow, it cut off quick. Um, no, but the idea, like you mentioned, when it came to the time limit where the Kempfa bracelet would start glowing, and he's like, "Oh God, I gotta transform, or I can't transform into a guy right now," and especially one because I'm in the girls' side of the school and they'd kill me, or two, I can't transform in front of Sakura because she'd kill me, or she'd never forgive me for lying to her, basically.
Natsu's also kind of a little bit scummy where like I want her to keep liking me, and this is like the most secure way to do it,
Yeah.
which I kind of like.
It's like you can use that to build off of someone's personality instead of constantly using it as a gag.
Mm-hmm. Kind of building up a big lie. I really like it.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, not that was really well done with what Natsuru how they toyed around with Natsuru and Sakura.
And I completely understand that it's meant for the goofs and the gags and an excuse to draw the women naked. But the fact is, the episode where they're like, "Oh, Natsu, we need to take you clothes shopping," and it's like because all you wear is guys' clothes, and odds are people are going to get the fact that you wear Natsuru's clothes. Like, oh, okay. And then so there's just an episode of the girls going shopping, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is cool
That was a good
because now
episode.
Natsuru understands what it's like to go clothes shopping with the gals. He gets that ability now.
That was probably my favorite one because it did have a lot of moments of characterization.
Hmm.
Uh, I mean, I don't know what else I was gonna say about Sakura. I guess I'll just say the rant right now before it becomes too late. But I was kind of disappointed when I saw that. You know what? I was also expecting to Sakura to be a moderator. They were kind of hinting at that for a while. What I wasn't expecting was that she knew this entire time that Natsuru was also the male to female uh, Kämpfer swap ability or whatever. That really bummed me out because I felt around before that reveal, she was starting to like kick around the idea of like who she was as a character. Because you got moments where
Hmm.
Shizuku said that she kissed the male version of Natsuru, and she was getting all giddy and started getting like being like, "Oh yeah, take him away, please." I
Hmm.
felt Sakura was starting to develop into a really fun character at that point, and for her to be like, "Nah, I was just kidding, bro." I'm like, "Oh my god, did the show actually take away my favorite dynamic by saying like, nah, just kidding. It was all a lie. For what?"
I know. I was kind of expecting to go in like a different route where they're like, because Shizuku started playing Sherlock Holmes, and they're like, well, she was the she's the person that has all the eviscerated animals, and the animals are connected to the moderators, and maybe Sakura just doesn't know. And then when they go over to her house, she's like, she has this whole collection, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I always wanted to be like a comic book artist." And it's like, "Oh, is is she actually the moderator and accidentally making all happen? Like
Yeah.
just fully unaware
Like a
that her
Haruhi
actions are
Suzumiya
causing this?"
situation.
Yeah, exactly. And so the whole shtick is like, oh, well, Natsuru is friends with Sakura. Okay. Well, Natsuru also becomes a Kempha. All right. Natsuru becomes a girl because only Kempha can be women. Why? Because Sakura is gay. Uh,
I
like,
would
yeah,
have really liked that.
yeah. It's like just make it passive. And then so later on in the series, it's like 12 episodes. Um, so later on, the whole thing is like, well, Shizuku wants to kill Sakura because she's the moderator, she's the one doing all this stuff, and then Natsuru has to get in between them and be like, "No, you can't kill Sakura. She doesn't even know what she's doing." And Shizuku's like, "We either kill or this never-ending war keeps going forever." And that's kind of where I thought it was going, and I'm like, "Damn it, I like my headcanon more."
I like yours way more, bro. Holy crap. What we got stunk, dude. We got like a four fucking glove shittos who didn't goddamn matter afterwards. And Sakura
Five.
being like, haha, I'm the queen of all these bitches. It was me, Barry. I'm the one that jerked you off. Like, bro, I don't fucking care about this new development that Sakura had.
I
It,
was
it,
about to even say that in the beginning. You know, one of the best things about this show is that there's like five characters that you legitimately have to worry about. Everyone else is just nothing.
oh man, I think five is still too much at that. Maybe four. Sorry, Mikoto, you're not gonna make me care about you. No matter how hard you try, you came in way too late.
She's on the front page. She has to matter. She's
I
a main character.
I guess so. Ah, you mean the Yakane switch? I see what you mean.
Mm.
I'm being a jerk, but yeah, I was pretty ready to rate this show a 7, even though I didn't love it all the way through. I was getting pretty ready, but once that Sakura reveal happened, or the reveal of her knowing all along that it was male and female were the same, male and female Nazi were all the same, I was like, wow, nah, you kind of ripped my favorite part out of it, and ended up lowering my score by 6, I should say.
Yeah, like Ken, this show has a bad habit in its own way, and I just wish like legitimately stop taking it so seriously.
Mm-hmm. Or at least just seriously enough.
Yeah.
But that stunk, bro. Damn, I had something else I wanted to say about one of the main characters. I mean, we covered all of them, really. There's nothing else much to. Oh, I was gonna say how the fucking soundtrack was surprisingly better than I
Dude,
thought it would be.
this show has such a banger soundtrack and for no reason.
Some random harem etchy anime has some of the best. What do you call it? Like lo-fi beats you could add to your like playlist.
Hmm. Uh, the the music director for this one is Tatsuya Kato, who also did stuff for Future Diary, Food Wars, Fate series, and Free, if you remember the swimming show.
I heard
But
Free has a good soundtrack as well.
this dude has worked on a lot of stuff, and the fact is, you go into like, hey, it's Kämpfer. Fuck, really? Yeah. Okay.
Imagine putting someone like Yoko Taro on, not Yoko Taro. Huh? Who am I thinking? The person who did the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack.
Oh, shoot, I forgot.
It might have been Yoko something. I completely forgot it. But that's like making them work on something like um I don't know, uh Isekai 3.
Yeah,
Why'd you work on this one? They had enough money. They paid me.
they paid.
Oh, actually, one thing I wanted to bring up with Kämpfer before I completely forget. I really
Oh, Yoko Kano.
Yoko Kano, sorry. Yoko Taro is other guy that's doing Nier and now Evangelion. Good for him.
Yes.
But something I want to bring up is that I was kind of surprised how the show explored sexuality with the girls with Natsuru.
I agree.
Because, with Rama one half, everyone is either straight or vaguely pansexual.
Yeah.
And
Because it's a cartoon.
yeah, I mean, which it wasn't. That really wasn't the point. It was just kind of to play around with the gender swapping trope a little bit. Likewise, my same expectations for here with Kämpfer, but
Mhm.
there were so many moments where a lot of the characters were declaring, "This is what I like about Natsuru specifically,"
Yes.
and that kind of caught me off guard with how specific they got, because it's not something you would hear often. So,
Mhm.
the simplest one is Sakura. Sakura is implicitly a lesbian.
Correct.
And it's crazy that the lesbian is the most is the least complicated of the bunch. She doesn't care about male
Yeah,
Natsuru,
fair.
all on female Natsuru. Then you get someone like Shizuku. Shizuku is weird because she could probably pass as a pansexual, but she has vocally stated her preference for male Natsuru.
Correct. She can go for both, but she has said that she much prefers male Natsuru.
And that's such a, again, for an anime that I was just expecting whatever simple ass tropes for. That's a very specific kind of person to target.
Yeah.
And likewise, like Akane is kind of on the same boat, but you can feel like she definitely leans way more into only liking male Natsuru. Whatever
Mhm.
she's doing for females Natsuru, she's doing it for male Natsuru, if that makes sense.
Correct.
So she's very I would call her sexuality straight, but $20 is $20.
Yeah.
That's that's a kind of sexuality. And
And then
Natsuru, I think, I don't know, if you want to say that the male Natsuru is the pilot, then I guess Natsuru is technically straight.
yeah, yes. That has been confirmed where it's males male Natsuru's brain is always active, even when in female form.
Yeah, whether you want to count her as, I don't know, calling it transgender is weird because and I it never felt that Natsuru was transitioning into anything. Maybe there
Hector,
was more moments where they were accepting of the circumstances they were given, where you just kind of get
mm,
used to it. It's not like Ranma where you saw some developments of being like, you know what, I could get used to being female. There was some hints and variables, albeit very very sparse, about Ranma kind of being more accepting of the advantages of being a girl. For Natsuru, there
mhm.
wasn't really that there never was that moment. So to even say they were transgender coded, I don't think Natsuru is really there.
No, I think the whole shtick is that he always prefers being a guy, but he also wants to prioritize comfort whilst being a girl. I think it was the second to last episode where they were talking about um like bras or something,
Mm-hmm.
and he goes on to be like, "Oh, well, I like this specific one because it feels good." And then the tiger plushie is like, "Oh, it sounds like you're getting comfortable in this new body of yours," and he's like, "Yeah, but who put me in it? What am I supposed to do? At least I'm comfortable."
I can't believe they had
Um,
4 cons in this show, bro.
yeah, the worst part is that they all did a better job than content.
Damn, set him on
Oops.
fire. Sorry,
One of them was the lion was.
the line was definitely the most con of them all.
Yes. Um, But yeah, like it's I suppose that they legitimately went for the fluid type when it came to uh the gender preference.
Yeah, again, it was just surprising because you never get this level of variability in almost anything. I can't. I can think of a couple of bisexual characters, but I can't even think of one bisexual character that has a preference in media.
Hmm.
It,
Especially when you get like a bi character like Shizuku that does lean, but is clearly bi.
yeah, I don't know, like the pansexual and bisexual thing kind of confused me sometimes. I'm sorry, guys, I'm not an expert, but it seems like Shizuku is a lot more focused on the personality.
Yes, which I appreciate.
That's why I kind of lean towards pan, but you're right. She has explicitly a preference for a gender, so there is a level of bisexuality there. So I don't know, man.
Mhm.
It's complicated in a good way. That's what I like because
Yes.
every bi person that I've talked to has always said they have a preference, strong or slight,
Hmm.
and I really appreciated that about Kämpfer deciding to go that route.
I mean, there's even the sense that you mentioned for Akane, where it's like, yeah, everything that she clearly likes the male not to do, but everything that she does for female not to do is for the male type. The little the little twinkle that I kept seeing in the background was even Mikoto got mad whenever Natsuru transformed into a girl. Or was like, okay, so she clearly male Natsuru because childhood friends and stuff, but like now she gets like visually upset when he transforms into a girl.
Yeah, which is kind of interesting now that we have a couple characters getting upset about that.
Hmm.
You know, it's something I was thinking about, especially like during the early slice of life moments of Camphor, was like this is starting to feel like a power fantasy and the way of transforming into a tall, beautiful woman, where everyone's
Yeah.
heads were turning, everyone was like, "Oh my god, this girl is crazy." Kind of like in the same way a lot of action shows make you the strongest dude. This is definitely the
Hmm.
power fantasy of being the most beautiful girl.
You go from the guy on the guy side immediately to the top three females in the whole school.
Wasn't Natsuru number one
One
at that?
of, I suppose, she became one of the three idols of the school.
Yeah, and
Was it idols or angels? I forgot.
we'll call them idols for now.
Okay.
But yeah, it's kind of crazy that was there because in Rama there wasn't really much of that. There was a moment of like Rama looks pretty in the scene, or the maybe she is more beautiful than the average girl, but generally they kept it pretty tame. And this
Yeah,
one, it was they went in, bro.
like the only person that like legitimately lusted after female Ranma was Kuno. Um, However, for
Yes.
Natsudo, it was everyone. It was women, men, everyone. The stuffed animals.
Probably. I was about to bring him up. Like, actually, you're right. I think they did lust after her too. Oh man. Yeah. So
But yeah,
that was again. It's I like to compare it to Ranma a lot because again, it just shares a lot of that gender swapping trope. But I all the ideas on the foundational level, I think Camphor did even better than Ranma. But its executions were so poor that I still think Ranma is the better way to kind of play with the tropes in the long term.
yeah, like I just like you said, there's such a solid foundation here. Except like the biggest issue is that they built like a house out of twigs. But
Yeah.
it's like you have such a solid foundation, and it could have been something so much better with just a tweaking of the screwdriver. Tighten some things up.
Yeah. And also don't if they didn't fumble the fucking Sakura relationship that bad. Holy crap.
polish the characters, tighten up the story, and then make sure to prioritize the the actual plot points that you legitimately want to worry about, which are the characters. Let the action be
Yeah.
secondary, but if again, I said it twice, I'll say it three more times. I wish that this show was two different shows.
Yeah. I wanna add really quick that one of the tag themes for Kämpfer on my anime list is called Magical Sex Shift.
That's awesome.
Next to very generic tags like harem and school.
Phenomenal. Magical sex.
at,
If only it was that easy.
at first, I didn't see the word shift because it was kind of cut off. It was cut off to the next paragraph. So I saw magical sex. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's this magical sex shit. What is this sex shit?
Oh man. But yeah, that's Camphor. Do you have
That's
any
Kämpfer.
do you have
This
anything to say about it else?
this show is very German.
Is it? It was very Japanese besides the title.
Do you know what Kämpfer means?
No? Dream?
Fighter.
Oh.
Yeah, so the funny is that everyone is introduced as a Kämpfer, which is German for fighter, and you can be three types of Kämpfer, which Natsuru is a Zalbao, which is a magic user or like a magic caster. You can
Mm.
be a Gaver, which you use a gun, specifically like Akane does, or you can be a Svelte, uh, or use a sword like Shizuku and Mikoto do. And every single title of each episode is in German.
That's really strange because it didn't really have anything German going for it.
That's always the funniest thing. Japan loves to use like German stuff randomly.
I mean, with the ones I remember, it makes sense in Attack on Titan and Fearin, but
Um,
uh, but you're right. I have seen moments where like let's just add German to this.
there's other shows like Helsing. There's one that's on the tip of my tongue, and I just don't remember the name of it.
It's all good
Um, but yeah, they love using like World War II references and like German words. I don't know, it just sounds cool.
because it's a world war. There's a bunch of high school girls fucking deciding the fate of the universe.
Yeah, four.
A whole four. Holy crap.
All four. See, now that would have been funny if it was like legitimately dependent on these four girls for the fate of the universe. But no one knew.
No one, and the show didn't really lean into it either. So, oh well.
Shame.
Yeah.
Uh, who's this written by? Uh,
Uh,
uh, Tsukiji Toshihiko. Toshihiko-san, call us. We'll,
we'll make
let's
this show for you.
let's make Kemp Electric Boogaloo.
What's the word for two in German? Just call it
Do.
Kämpfer. Yeah, Kämpfer de. And there you go. Got it. All right.
Oh, no, it's Zwei.
Zwei.
Kämpfer Zwei. Let's call it Kämpfer Zwei.
Don't ever call it two, ever. You have to say it in German. Will we ever go to Germany? No.
No.
All right. I'd say it's a good time to close off the discussion for Camphor, unless you have something really, really insightful, funny, stupid to say. It better be really
Not
stupid.
gonna lie, I could use one of those bracelets. I wouldn't mind. It'd be cool.
Pull a fucking ICBM codes as your Camphor power. Everyone's here playing with guns and shit.
Uh, it's so silly.
All right, everyone. That's gonna do it for today. Thank you, everyone, for joining us in this hopefully short discussion of Kämpfer, the anime. I have been Hazar, and with me today was Roderick the narrator.
Happy sailing, everyone. And for this Pride Month, make sure to go watch Kämpfer. Just
Excellent.
make that your only priority.
And hopefully we will get this another episode out some other time. If not, watch my streams, please. And if narr-
Please.
and if narrator is also streaming, check him out too. He won't be making content
Agreed.
though. No promises.
One day.
One day. All right, everyone. Don't get lost out there. Matane.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
I'm recording here now. And the universe is all working now.
You
Allegedly.
say the universe is working. I say the universe works against us.
Hey man, we're all here for a reason.
This is true.
We all came from the ash of the universe. Where this is what we're meant to be. Making a podcast about Kämpfer.
What is it that Neil deGrasse Tyson said? It's like, don't worry about anything because everyone here is Stardust.
Exactly. Yeah,
Could,
that's a good quote.
could I be the Stardust Dragon from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds?
Can I get something with better resistances? Thanks.
It's got 2,500 attack points and effect negate is pretty great.
And it also has the ability to steal your cousin's card because that's something you made up on along the way.
Because I said so. Because I have the Japanese version.
Dude, the shit I could get away with because I was the only English speaker was, dude.
I will never forget the days of being in like I want to say it was like daycare or something like that, and I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh with like one of my friends, and they summoned a monster. It was like 1,200 attack points. I'm like, oh my god! Well, I summoned this monster with 1,000 attack points, and I win. And they're like, what? How? I was like, because 1,000 is bigger than 1,200. Duh.
Oh man, you could have tricked me until I was a preteen with that.
Suffice to say, I did not get my math.
That's great.
But it's 1,000, and 1,000 is bigger than 100. That's what my teacher said. And start crying.
Steal their call,
But
bro. They're crying as well.
it's my blue eyes now.
Imagine if they made an anime based off the way people played Yu-Gi-Oh when they were kids.
Oh
Just like
God.
just make up shit in the card.
To be fair, that's what a lot of people thought was going on, because in the English adaptation for Yu-Gi-Oh, they didn't have the printed effects on the card like they did in the Japanese version. All we got
Oh,
was the picture of the card, the level, and the attack and defense points.
like in the anime. Interesting. So you really could just
Yeah.
make up shit.
Yes. However, in the Japanese version, you actually got the flavor text of the card in the show, so people are like, "Oh yeah, of course I know what's going on." But whenever Yugi's like, I fuse my mammoth graveyard with your Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon to make it decay and zombify, making it lose attack points," everyone's like, "Oh, I wish I could do that in real life." Screw it, I will.
This card lets me fuck your mom.
Damn it! Why 5 people have used that card today? What is this tournament?
Don't play with Uncle Larry because he has his whole set ready for what his cards will do.
Uncle Lester.
There you go, Uncle Lester, classic.
uh,
Let's start the talk about high school girls and uh perving on a forced trans girl.
yeah, very true.